Yo, what's good, YouTube? Back here again with another vlog. Um, right now I'm at this Planet Fitness. If you know, you know, in Jersey. If you know, you know. If you're not from Jersey, you probably don't know. But yeah, it's kind of crazy because my journey my journey has been really a life lesson when it comes to like going to the gym and shit like that. It's been a really big lesson, like a life lesson. You think you don't eat shit, and then like you really calculate a lot of stuff. You like, dang, I eat shit. I eat like shit. So I do eat shit. I'm not really proud of my body. Put on muscle, but I'm not putting on certain things that I want. So it called for a drastic change in my diet. I'm going to be implementing that, and we'll see how that goes. Also, by the way, today is June 8th. I don't post these in, like in rapid. Like I like, I be like way off. I be months off. I did the Switch video. I'm trying to post that this week. I'm not even trying. I'm going to post that this week. It has to get posted this week because the Switch came out June 5th. Like, by the time I post it, nobody gonna care. I'm posted, the Switch 3 gonna be out. But yeah, man, like yeah, I just need to work on better timing. But anyway, so I'm trying to focus on my diet and change a lot of things. Focus more water, drink only water, and they said tea and coffee, like straight coffee, like maybe coffee with cream but no sugar. And just kind of see like what that results will bring me. I said today was June 8th. June 8th, because on June 6th, I did not know. I just found this out today. Dan the Dan came out with a movie, which is supposed to be only like the first 3 episodes or whatever like that. But I really enjoy that show. So I'm like, why not? So we're going to go to the movies and we're going to go watch that. So I have actually the ticket right here. Yeah, Dan the Dan. Dan the Dan. So we got the ticket right here. So I'm gonna go to the movies and check that out and see how that is. It's gonna be like a real quick video because I might bleed it onto like something else on another day because it's Sunday and it's really just a kind of chill day. What I'm gonna say, I'm gonna focus on today is that in life, right? In life is gonna take you down so many different paths, bro. So many directions, so many different challenges. You're gonna come across so many people. There's a lot of things, but I guess you just don't really truly know yourself until you know yourself. And when you're experiencing different things and different environments, these things kind of reveal and show you who you are and who you're not. I lived in Jersey for a year, and I wanted to kind of get away from my environment. My environment wasn't who I am, and I felt like I had to leave my environment to find out who I was. Because, if you spent your life somewhere for a long periods of time, it's kind of like hard to really, I met different kind of people. There's certain things about me that remain the same. Like when you're in one environment and then it's like, oh, well, when you was in this environment, you was more hostile. But then when he came to this environment, he was less hostile. I think there are certain things about me that still remained, and there's some things that did change. But I'm not quite sure. I haven't put my finger fully on it. But it's like when I go places, like when I was like living in Jersey, the first thing that I had in mind was that I'm away from like everything. I could start new, like, you know, new environment. And like immediately, like probably 3 months in, I was seeing people I knew. And I realized that like all this is like kind of a melting pot, because like, bro, you only moved across the bridge. Like if you know about New York and Jersey, then you know what I'm saying. Like I only moved across the bridge, so it's like, yeah, people want to come over here. It's not common, you know, but some people moved over here, lived over here, like, so, you know, I seen some people in passing, and it's not like, oh, I see them on a daily, or I'll see them probably once, but, you know, it's just like, dang, like, it was a point in time when I'll come here, go out, go whatever, and I'm like, yo, I don't know nothing here, I don't know anyone, and then it's like, oh, dang, oh, shoot, I know you, you know, so it's kind of like what? Bro, that's what it was. I was in Blink, and I was dumb far, bro. I was in this part where it was like a white area. Like this shit was like you had to get on a highway to get there, and it was like one of them like pit stop areas. Blinks. Went there. I think this dude, he was from either my job at the airport, or like went to my college. Something, bro. I seen this dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you here? Like yo, like never in a million years. Like, so it's just like one of those type of things. Like, it's rare, but it's just like when you see him, it's like, the fuck? Like, bro, like what? Mad weird, bro. I seen a girl from my job at the bus stop in my neighborhood. I'm like, bro, you live here? Like, what the fuck? There's another girl from my job who moved in my building, and she moved in there. Like, she was like, oh, I just moved. I'm like, where you live? She was like, oh, I live in. I'm like, what? I'm like, when you moved there? She was like, I just moved here last week. I'm like, bro, how you moved in my, like, so it's just like, I don't know, like the world is just big, and I think that kind of taught me that like you know, like we all share this world, and like I'm so used to being like in my box that I'm so used to, like, you know, so it's like you have to realize that you're going to see people you know, and you know you're going to whatever. And at my age, I feel like it's really highly important to build connections with people. And speaking of connections with people, as you get older, those connections matter more than ever, and you gotta have like solid connections, like solid, like, I'm not saying you have like just friends out of order, but just have connections, people who add, you could build them, and they could build you, they could add to you, you add to them. Not anything that's one way. Oh my god, my back is killing me, bro. I did back workout yesterday. It hurts. Oh my god. Where I'm going to the gym. Wait. Ah, my god. Sorry. Yeah. So, you know, I had to just learn to coexist with people, and that's something that I'm taking on, and kind of like eliminate that, because a part of me is like, yo, I don't want to live in Jersey because of that. Like, and I'm like, what if you just keep running? Because literally, yo, I went to Texas one time, and I went to a club, and when I was in a club, I seen a dude from my high school in it, and I was like, what the fuck? What? I'm like, yo, what? Dude from my high school's in Texas in the club. I'm like, what is the odds? I went to Miami. I seen someone from New York there that I knew. I mean, it's kind of typical, but you know, you going to Miami, you thinking like, I'm gonna bump into someone you know, like, you know. So I think I even went out of the country one time and seen somebody that I knew. So yeah, like, it's like the world is small, bro. It's really small. So, you know, you just gotta really be like understanding, and just like, you know. So perfect example, but actually that's by choice. But I'm gonna see the end of the end. This is actually gonna be my first time going to a movie by myself. I've never done it before, so it's actually an experience. But being that I've been so isolated now for like a year, I'm actually comfortable doing that. Like I have no issues doing it. Like I'm like happy to do it. Like I bought the ticket like nothing. Now prior there was a movie that came out. It was the Demon Slayer movie. Bro, I done went so far to like there was a girl on a bus. When I said come from work, I catch the bus from what's that bus station? The Port Authority. Girl was looking at me. She was a nice, decent looking girl. Talking to me. Started talking to me on the bus, like, oh yeah, that is chatting. She had fat eyes. Oh my, I was like, dang, like. So she was from actually Brooklyn. She hated New York. She's like, I hate New York and da da da. I'm from Brooklyn. Like I'm so happy, like I moved and da da da. She was living in Jersey for like 3 years, and maybe even longer. I was like, then you been here for a minute, like you ain't just moved. She was like, yeah. I think she said she moved in like during 2020 or 2019 or some shit like that. So I'm like, okay. So like, you can show me around, like, da da da. Cause I'm new, like I was new there. And she was like, oh yeah. I was like, give me a number. Took her number. She was like, yeah. Then she gave me her number, and then she was on some bullshit. Oh, but I be working a lot, and I got school. I was like, oh, now you got all of these things. I was like, don't worry, I work a lot too. I was like, you see me every day coming in here on a bus. And she was laughing. Like, yeah, I just let you know I don't want to. So I seen her the second time. Now I text her and she was texting, but she was like dry and she would like respond the next day. I'm like, I don't got time for that. I seen like the next time I saw her, this was crazy. I was like, yo, she was talking to me again. Oh hey, da, 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 going in like nothing, like So I was like, yo, what you doing? Like, what days you off? She was like, Monday. I said, that's perfect, because I was like, I'm off Monday. I was like, yo, you want to go? I was like, you fuck with anime? She was like, a little bit, like, not really, like, but she's like, I watch shows, like, you heard of Demon Slayer? She was like, yeah, I heard it, I watched it, but, I'm not, I like, they got a movie coming out, you want to watch it? And she was like, okay, sure, like, yeah, I'll let you know, da, da, da. So, I wasn't going to buy it, because, she was like, I'll let you know, like, da, da, da. So then she actually hit me up that Monday, was like, oh, no, I can't go, da, da, da. I already knew she was going to do that shit. I was like, it's whatever. I was like, it's fine. We never spoke ever again. And I never saw her again. It was kind of weird. I'm like, how we don't ever, I don't always see her on the bus. But I never saw her again. But anyway, I end up not going to see that movie. And that kind of pissed me off. I waited and I seen it at home. Kind of happy I didn't see it because that movie wasn't really all that good. But more of the story was, it was like, yo, why couldn't I like just go by myself? Why did I rely on someone? So, because that's kind of like what I grew up on. Like, I grew up relying on people, whatever like that. But now, here I am a year from there today, and like, I'm going to movies myself. I'm buying that one ticket. It's honestly a lot cheaper in my situation to actually go by myself. Because a lot of times when I am taking someone, I'm taking a female, or I'm taking my cousin, and I'm paying for them. So now I just paid for 2 tickets. I just paid the movie twice to watch it. So, why not just say that extra $20 and buy some freaking food with it? Got food in it. What's the name? Enjoy my movie, like. So, I'm gonna let you guys know how that go. My first experience going to the movies. Let you know how the movie was. I'm not gonna spoil it. Obviously not. And actually, I've been talking for a long time. I need to go in the gym. So I guess the next time I see you guys, I will be leaving the movie theater. Yeah. Alright. Finished my workout. It's pretty good. It was pretty dead in that gym, I'm not gonna lie to you. The gym's not really normally that dead, but it is Sunday and it's raining, so But I'm over here in Jersey City. By this beautiful building called The Modern. I don't think I can get it. There you go. The Modern. Real beautiful. I actually wanted to move here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I first thought of Jersey, I thought about living there. But Ain't quite there yet. And actually, as I did more shopping around, I actually found things that just seemed a little bit more better than that. Unless you want to be right next to the city and just hop on a PATH train and go right there, 24th Manhattan. You work in Manhattan. Yeah, it works. But I'm sitting here. I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. Just not moving. I have a lot of time though. I left the gym far ahead of my time. Like, I started probably like at 3. I can't remember. Probably 3. I left at 5. Like 5:10. Yeah. Because I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I did leave at 5. I don't know. There's no way to tell. But, yeah, and if I left at 5, that's bad. Because if I left at 5, I don't think I left at 5. Ain't no way. Because if I left at 5, then, bro, it said with traffic, the location was an hour away, but dang, like, it's been 46 minutes? Hell no. I don't think so. Couldn't be. Nah, I did. I left for like 5:10, yeah, because I did sit in a car for a bit. But yeah, man, this traffic is ridiculous, man. Like, you think, oh, I'll get away from New York, I go to Jersey. Like, the only place that I feel like is probably no what's the name is Connecticut. Connecticut is probably good. Other than that, so I need to follow a lot of the laws. I'm hearing something called the no touch law on TikTok. I don't know. You can't believe everything you see. But I'm seeing something about the no touch law, and that if you get caught touching your phone, you get subjected to a $50 fine. And depending, it could go up to like $100. I mean, $400. I'm like, what? So let me know if that's real. There's another thing, because I try my best to avoid Manhattan. I do not go to Manhattan, like, which it was a week, and I'm like, yo, like, I was thinking Trump, because I was like, yo, fight this congestion shit. And then I forgot it was a day, it was mad traffic, and I got routed to like Manhattan. It was the only way. Got hit with the congestion. I'm like, they finally got me. They finally got my money, right? I got hit with the congestion toll, and then after that, I like a week or 2 later, I seen something like, like something pop up like, oh, like the congestion toll ended. And I was like, good. So then it was one day I wanted to go to Manhattan, and then I'm like, wait, is that shit there? And then I looked it up. I ChatGPT'd it. I didn't look it up. I ChatGPT'd it. I was on some lady shit, but it was like, no, it's still in effect since January 5th. So I need to find that out. Like, is there congestion toll in New York? Like, I swear, New York fines, they just greedy as hell. They just always want to find and squeeze money out of you. Don't get me wrong, New Jersey too. New Jersey kills me with these tolls, bro. Like, I hate Jersey for that. And I heard actually Connecticut doesn't even have tolls. But someone who told me that I live in Connecticut. I don't know how true that is, but I should be in a movie. I should be at the movies in 20 minutes, bro. 20 minutes, I should be at the movies. Like, I hope so, bro. So we'll see when I get there. Seeing the movie. Without spoiling it, if anybody want to see it, this is for people who just who might want to see it. If you're a Dan the Dan fan, like hardcore, like Dan the Dan, and you support like the movement, and you support, am I going the right way? I'm going the right way. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you support the movement, and you want to support like the anime, I think you should go and definitely see it. It was a lot of action. And they're gonna recap the last episode. So it's like they cleaned it up in a way where it's like it's not like on some TV series shit where it's like previously on Dan to Dan, like, you know, it's just gonna like, you know, it's gonna be them narrating it like, oh yeah, so I met what's the name and da da da. It's gonna recap the whole season 1. So you're gonna be there for like 15 minutes watching a whole recap, and then it's going to play into the last episode. But I think it went a little fast, or maybe it did the whole episode. But the last episode of season 1 is gonna do that episode, and then it literally just goes right into like season 2, like. So it just lets you know what happened there, and then like someone said on TikTok that it was like 2 or 3 episodes of season 2. So yeah, I can see that. Ends in a cliffhanger, of course. And yeah, my opinion, I'm not really. It was good, but I wasn't too crazy about like really like I don't know. Just the plot, like I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling it too much. Like it was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, then I remember that it's Dan to Dan, so I mean it's whatever. But I mean, it's good. Like I am gonna watch season 2. So I guess like it was like that. It was literally something like for the fans. Like if you was a fan, like oh, for the fans here. But they did show a preview of Demon Slayer. So that comes out September 12th. So that's what I'm definitely gonna go to the movies and see. Definitely gonna go see that September 12th. Wow, nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm really disappointed because it didn't do the like I wanted to be like dan like, you know, that intro, like it didn't do any of that. No music, nothing like that. I think the most interesting part, I mean, it wasn't interesting, I just found it weird, that the person who wrote the show is a Japanese guy, and then there's an anime director dude, and this dude is like he's like some like Brazilian, like Portuguese kind of like guy, like he speaks English, but it's like you can tell he speaks Spanish too, but he's the one that's like animating and directing it. And they're like two polar opposites, so it's like so weird. And he was like, yeah, like I had to like learn the culture and learn this, cause like this is not really my style. But he was like, you know, like, so I had to like really, you know, whatever. Like, so he like animates and directs. Like this dude's responsibility is huge, and he has to like bring it all to life. So I just found it very interesting that like he's the one animating, like he's directing and animating it. Like, I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like. And he's just like, he doesn't even really seem like into the show. Like, it's just so weird. Like, so it's just kind of crazy. Like, it's just work for him. But he's doing a good job. Absolutely. He's doing a terrific job. But, cause like, I myself, I feel that like, when I first seen Dan to Dan, like just the art style, like the create, like I was like, some ugly characters. I mean, after a while you get kind of accustomed to it, and it's like it works. You know, some of the characters is like funny looking and stuff, like it makes you laugh, but like yeah, it is kind of weird. So it's like kind of interesting to like see like the people behind the show. But yeah, it was a good experience. You know, good to support it. We'll be watching season 2. Can't wait for September though, Demon Slayer. Yep. But I guess I should have showed like me going in a movie theater and shit, right? That would have been kind of like, oh, like what? I don't know. I'll probably just throw in like some little videos, you know, little clips, pick stitching videos and stuff, showing, you know, whatever. Cause you know it'd be sound like motherfucker be capping like, oh yeah, I went and saw it, like yeah. Bye y'all. That was my little vlog. I'm trying to be more consistent again. Who knows? I get caught up with life, but yep, keep it pushing, keep it going, and until next time.